What's up? What's up? What's
Yo,
up?
yo, yo.
What's up, you guys? Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Happy Tuesday. Why are you looking at yourself like that? Happy Tuesday, you guys. I hope you guys are doing amazing. I hope you are having an amazing day. How you doing, Sonia?
I am doing good.
You're doing good. I feel like you're
Yeah,
doing great.
I am, man. I am moving and grooving, man. Welcome, walking in this discomfort with style.
Absolutely. Well, let me share this real quick to Aria Decoded. For those of you who don't know me, I am Ashley Denmark. This is my husband, Antonio Denmark. We are real estate investors. We are real estate coaches.
That is not how you. That's not what you're supposed to say.
Oh, that's what I say when I'm trying to get into my group.
What?
What's it, Antonio? What you supposed to say? Teach me.
You forgot.
Aria Decoded.
You forgot.
What's supposed to say? Teach me.
Teach you.
You forgot too.
I did. I got it right here.
Read it. Yeah, Antonio liked to play so much. Oh my goodness. All right, so today we are going to.
You ain't say it.
I don't have it. I don't want to read this.
You made a decision.
This is not it. That's
That
the
is
new
it.
one. That's not it.
That's the new one.
No. All right, next time. All right, we're here to get you off the sidelines and get you into the game. All right. We help every day. No.
Her name is Ashley Denmark. My name is Antonio Denmark. And we help people, we help working professionals get into their first investment property with proven funding strategies that does not require their personal capital.
That was wonderful, Tonio. Wonderful.
I can't tell you ain't even looking at me.
I couldn't even find the group. I was trying to send it. Good luck.
Hey,
You could do it. Good luck. Good luck. All right. So we wanted to hop one day, go live, and talk about the top 50 questions. We're not gonna do all 50, but we're gonna talk about the top 5 out of 50 questions that new real estate investors have when it comes to getting off the sidelines and getting into the game. All right. Y'all tell me in the chat, what do y'all feel like is one of the questions that what's one questions that newbies have or that you have when it comes to getting started? And I want to see if that's one of the ones that we're going to talk about today. So drop it in the chat. Share this live with others so that they can learn and grow as well. All right. So hit the share button and let's talk about it so we can get better. Antonio, what you ready for me? Not yet. You ready?
Man, I got it. That thing was down there though.
It was down
That
there.
thing
It
was down there. That thing was down there.
All right. So usually these are the questions that Antonio and myself get a lot. All right. When it comes to real estate investors and getting started on this topic.
What you said.
Okay.
Being that we've helped over 100 people get their first deal, these are the most common questions that we get. All right. And we kind of broke it down between categories. So what we're going to do, we're not going over all these categories. We're not going over all the questions. If you want a copy of the book, it's a free ebook. Just drop 50 in the chat and I'll DM you a copy. But if you want a copy, just drop 50. But we're just going to go over 5 questions today. We're not going to go over the whole book. We ain't got time for that. But these are the top 10 kind of subcategories. We're going to do 5 questions.
Yep. So first topic is getting started in real estate. The second topic is finding deals. The third topic is funding and financing. Fourth is rehabbing and contractors. The fifth is exit strategies. The sixth is partnerships. Seventh is business credit and scaling. 8 is systems and teams. 9 is risk and fear. And 10 is long-term growth. All right. These are the topics that we hear. And we're going to debunk them. We're going to talk about them. We're going to teach you in the process. All right. So again, if you want to grab a copy of the book, it's the Top 50 Questions and Answers Guide for New Real Estate Investors, written by the two of us. Drop 50 in the chat and we will send you that ebook absolutely free via DM. All right. Ready, Tony, on that?
Let's go.
Let's go. All right. Question one. Where do I find good deals in today's market? All right. In any market, you're going to find deals the same way. All right. Today's market, yesterday's market, next week's market. This is how you find deals. All right. You're going to find it from the MLS. That's the multiple listing services. All right. This is where realtors list properties. All right. This is where they list properties that are for sale. But you're going to not just look for any type of property. You're looking for motivated sellers. You're looking for handyman specials. You're looking for distressed properties that nobody else really wants. All right. Those are the properties that you're looking for.
All right. You're also going to get properties from wholesalers. All right. And wholesalers are individuals mainly that go out and market and they find discounted properties and they sell those discounted properties to cash buyers. All right. If you are looking to buy a house, you are considered a cash buyer. That don't necessarily mean you got to use all your cash. We got a question about funding towards the end, but you are considered a cash buyer. The wholesaler will get the property under contract and they will sell that contract to you as the cash buyer. So they're not selling you the house per se. They are selling you the contract to buy the house. You are stepping in their place.
Absolutely. And then other ways, if you wanted to become a wholesaler, that's direct to seller marketing. All right. So that's when you step in and you are reaching out to motivated sellers. All right. That's another way that you find deals. There's going to always be motivated sellers in the marketplace. You just have to find them and reach out to them to get the deals. Other ways that you will find deals are from referrals. All right. From your network, from referrals, and making sure that you tell everybody in your network, hey, I'm a real estate investor. Hey, I'm looking to buy a few more properties. I'm looking to buy my first deal. Whatever your spiel is, just make sure you're telling people what it is that you do so that people can literally start sending you deals. All right.
You just took mine. It's supposed to be like you, me, you, me. Like it was like
you want to know what your next one is?
Me, you.
Do you want to know what your next one is?
No, I want to go to our flow that we normally do.
All right. What's the next one?
Networking events. You see how I'm supposed to like go like boom, boom, how you like jump to the end and move.
Okay.
Going to networking events. Going to your networking events. At the networking events, you'll also connect with wholesalers. You connect with agents. You also build relationships. Like networking events have a lot of people. You have to build what we call relationship equity.
Yes.
All right. So always be telling people who you are, what you're doing, so that they can potentially help you. We was in the gym this morning. A lady asked, "What does the shirt mean?"
Our trainer asked, "What does the shirt mean?"
Well, the trainer asked first, then another lady. That's not who I was talking about.
Okay.
This is my part. Let me get my.
Okay, get it at.
And then another lady came and she asked the same thing, but she's a business owner for a bakery. So by telling her what we do, she said, "Hey, I might have a referral for you." So everywhere you go, you're telling people what you do, who you are, and what values you bring.
Absolutely. Great job, Sonia.
Thank you. When you let me talk sometimes.
Oh, goodness. All right. Here's the second question. How do I avoid getting burned by contractors? All right. How do I avoid getting burned by contractors? This is probably like this top. All right. So it's simple, y'all. First of all, let's get a reference first. All right. Let's see their work. Let's let somebody else who've used them before, if you can, tell you if they've had a good experience with them. What would they recommend this contractor? See their quality. All right. Then you're gonna do what, Tonya?
I don't know, cuz I don't.
You're gonna make a contract. You know this, Tonya. Don't do that.
I mean, what happened to the screen?
I don't like that view, Tonya. I don't. We've already talked about this.
That view makes the system work.
Nope.
Like this right here is just rambling.
Nope. All right. You need help?
Yes.
All right, you're going to put a written contract together. And then when you put that written contract together, you're going to make sure that both parties understand what this contract is. So that contract should have a start date, it should have an end date, it should have penalties if you go past that date, and how much will those penalties be. All right, it should be clearly stated.
In your contract, you should have a clear scope of work. And that scope of work should be as detailed as possible. Because when that scope of work is detailed, there isn't much gray area. Now, when you are just starting out, there's going to be a language barrier between you and the contractor.
Mm-hmm.
Ask as many questions as you can. Walk the property multiple times with your contractor. Say out loud what you want and make sure you write it down as detailed as possible. Had a recent student, he called and said, hey, man, we almost finished with our project. It's going so good. But I had an issue with my floor in one of the bedrooms, the subfloor. And the subfloor is what's under the carpet. He said, the contractor, he gave me a great price to fix the subfloor. He took my carpet up, he fixed the subfloor, and then he just laid the carpet back down. He didn't reinstall the carpet. So he was like, man, I thought it was natural to just say, if I take the carpet up, I'm going to install the carpet back down. But no, you got to be detailed as possible. Yes, all right. So in that situation, I would have wanted him to say, hey, repair the subfloor and reinstall the carpet. That covers everything. Mm-hmm. All right. So you got to be as detailed as possible in that scope of work. If you can think it, write it down.
Yeah. And let me say this, don't be so hard on yourself. All right. There's going to be times where you're not going to remember everything. You're not going to say everything. So give yourself some grace when it comes to it, and just make sure next time, jot it down. Okay. I'm going to make sure that I never forget this part again. All right. Because especially when you're new, there's a language curve. All right. Like, you have to learn the way contractors talk. You have to learn the way contractors think. And it's going to take some reps doing it before you start to learn it. I know that, I think it was, this was around 2022. Now, we started investing in 2009. This was around 2022. And we used a new contractor, and we were in Chicago. And this was the first time we had ever heard skimmed. And we did not understand what he was saying until then. And it was just a lesson we had to learn. Like, oh my goodness. Okay. So that's what you use. That's what make it look good means skim. Then that's what we're going to say every time. We're going to say, do a skim coat, because we want the drywall to look brand new.
All right. So just to be a little more detailed so they can learn this, because this is important. When we say skim, that means that they're going to do a light mud over the wall and make it look like a brand new drywall. All right. If you don't skim it, a lot of times, if you have humps or you have holes or if you have imperfections in the drywall, they're still going to be there when he paint. So he did prep work, but he didn't skim it. So once he painted it, we could really see like some of the imperfections in the wall. Mm-hmm. So skim coat, it's just a language barrier, just something to nugget.
And just always jot it down. Like, always keep record of it, because that is going to help you at the end of the day. All right. And then you want to make sure you have draws in place. And draws are, when is the contractor going to get paid? All right. If you're paying the contractor money up front, then when is that? How much is that? When is it going to get paid? And then as you are going through the process, okay, when you do ABC, then you get draw one. When you do DEF, DEF, then you're gonna get draw two. It's been a long day. Then you're gonna get draw two, and so on. All right. And then I'm gonna leave some money back towards the end so that I can do my punch list. All right. That way I can do my touch-ups. I don't want to give all my money to the contractor, because then there's no incentive to complete the project, to finish, to do my punch list, to do the touch-ups. And if I can, I don't want to hire another contractor to do it, because then I just got too many people in the
Getting
cookie jar.
sideways. The question is, how do I avoid getting burnt by contract?
Oh, I got to say it all. It came to my head. Anything else you want to add?
I mean, you are way over.
Do you want to add anything else, sir?
No. Keep in mind, if you want a copy of the free ebook, drop 50 in the chat. We'll send that over to you with no problem. We got 3 more questions we're gonna go over today and provide some value.
All right. Next question. What does ARV mean? All right. What does ARV mean? ARV stands for after repair value.
All right. The after repair value is the estimated value of the property after renovations.
Key.
All right. That's the key. How much will this property sell for after renovations? We like to use acronyms and say these fancy things, but just basic is how much it's going to sell for. Now, there are a couple different ways to get the ARV. Most newbies only rely on their real estate agents to give them the ARV. And I will highly discourage or disagree with that. As an investor, you need to be able to look at data and look at the right websites to know what's your thoughts on what's your process of getting the ARV. All right, because some agents might look at it different than you as the investor look at it. So as the investor, you got to be a little more conservative than the agent because it's your investment that's going out there. For the agent, and I'm not telling you they're telling you
they're just different ARVs. Yeah, they're just different. They're calculated differently.
Yes. Yeah. So I'm not telling you that they're telling you a story or they're lying to you, but I am saying as an investor, make sure that you're following the investor formula so that you can get your ARV. And they can list it for whatever they want to list it for once it's done, as long as it's over your ARV. Gotta say that because
that's key. Yeah.
Everybody that's not a give me. All right. But just do your numbers based off a lower number. Example. If you look at, we like to use different sites, RPR, PopStream can give you some good comps. Rehab Evaluator give you some good comps. I got a free trial for Rehab Evaluator if you want that, just send me a DM. But you look at that, you find 3 properties that have sold that look similar to your property in a finished state. And then you take the sales price, divide by 3, add them up, divide by 3. That's your ARV. All right.
That's simple.
And I feel like I was saying something else, but I got sidetracked.
All right. So next question is, what's the difference between hard money and private money? Because some lenders use it interchangeably. But what does hard money and private money really mean? All right. You want to take it or you want me to take it?
It's your turn.
All right. So hard money is based off of the asset. All right. Hard money, they want to know if it's a deal. They're going to look at your credit score, but sometimes your credit score doesn't matter, but they will look at it. They want to make sure that it's in the entity. They are making sure that the deal is a deal before they lend their money. All right. The terms are not negotiable because some people try to do it. Well, can I pay less in interest? No, unless you want to put down more money. That's the only flexible thing. But 9 times out of 10, they already have their paperwork written up. They already have their attorneys ready to go to draft it up. So that's why it's not flexible. Private money, on the other hand, you can negotiate. They're not looking at your credit. You can negotiate if you're going to put any money down, if you're going to get everything to you right now and not have it given to you later as you complete the process. It's a lot more flexible with private money. Private money is also everyday people versus a hedge fund of investors. Why are you looking at me like that? What?
Go back to that question.
The difference.
Do you not feel like there should be a pause somewhere in there? Like maybe you do hard money, I do private money. Do you not feel like that? I'm just asking. That's all I'm asking. You went to the third point.
Y'all, I worked out today. I am so exhausted. And I told Tanya, I am not here, but I'm trying to be here.
You are overly here today.
You're so funny. You got anything you want to add?
The biggest difference is hard money is institutionalized. Private money is people you know, friends of friends, family members. Just some quick nuggets. A lot of times people can use private money. They can pull it from their 401ks. They can pull it from their business funding. They can pull it from their savings if they have it. Sometimes you can get private loans and lend that out as private money. So just understand that private lenders are people in your circle. That's why it's good to go to the network events. People you meet out. Like I've had co-workers as private lenders. My family has been private lenders. Friends of friends have been private lenders. Mm-hmm. So those are private lenders. Hard money is institutional. Private money is friends and family. One thing about private money I say before you hit the next one is hard money. There's a bunch of different loans for hard money lenders, but in the fix and flip world, hard money would give you the money to buy it and rehab it. So that's super important. 100% of the money to buy it, 100% of the money to rehab it.
All right. The last question. All right. The last question. Do I need $100,000 in savings to start investing?
No. With creative financing, hard money, and the right deal structure, you can start with little to none of your own money. All right. So we say creative financing. Creative financing are things like subject twos. That's where you take over the mortgage that's where you take over the house with the existing loan in place. Lease options. That's where you be creative. You lease it with the option to buy. Owner financing. That's where the owner becomes the bank and they lend you I don't want to say lend you the money, but they become the bank and they create a mortgage and note for you to pay them.
Yeah.
All right. Those are like some easy creative financing things.
Mm-hmm. But you don't have to have $100,000. In all of those instances, you can have as little as $1,000, $2,500, $5,000. Like it really depends on the deal and negotiation and what you have to bring. All right.
You have some more points on that screen.
You think so?
I know so.
Bet. Nothing.
The right deal structure.
You said that already.
I just talked about creative financing.
You read it.
I already talked about it. I read it, but we didn't talk about it.
Deal structure. You got it. It doesn't say any details, so go. The right
deal structure. You can also structure deals where you can, what we like to call different dynamic funding ways, to where you can structure it to where you use hard money on the front end, business funding on the back end, or you use hard money and private money, or you use lease options and private money. Like there's a bunch of different ways to do it. So no, you don't need money to start investing in real estate for real. Right. Now you do need structure, you do need strategy, you do need understanding. Mm-hmm. That's the biggest thing that most new investors lack because they feel like they need to save all this money. Like if you got money, that's good. But if you don't got money, that's okay too.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world. All right. Since you said dynamic funding, I might as well go with my segue. If you have not got your tickets yet for our dynamic funding event in Birmingham, it is next week, Thursday. From 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. It is a lunch and learn. All right. Make sure you purchase your tickets. We're going to talk about our top 5 ways that we invest in real estate without using any of our own money. We're going to talk about how to structure those deals. We're going to talk about how to make sure that you know what you're doing when it comes to it, all right? And how to use those different ways, all right? We're going to apply them. It's a small setting. It's not for a lot of people. And I know we only have a few spots left.
You took the words out of my mouth. I know you had some tickets that got bought earlier. Mm-hmm. So what are you down to now? How many tickets you got left?
Let me look real quick.
Well, while she looking, man, if you have never invested and you want to, do whatever you got to do to get into this room, man. This room will change the way you look at real estate completely. All right. So get in this room, whatever you got to do. Lunch will be served. So you'll get something on your stomach.
While you're learning.
While you're learning, make sure you get in the room so you can ask questions. This is not a conference. Like, yes, we do conferences where we get 100 people in the room and we talk real estate. This is a small, intimate setting so that you can ask questions and you can connect with people in the room.
Absolutely. So there are 5 tickets left, Tanya.
5 tickets, man. Get in the room, man. Get in the room.
All right. Next event that we have is our AI Wealth Building Summit. All right. Join in on the AI Wealth Building Summit. This is a 3-day event. Day 1 and day 2 are absolutely free. Day 3 is for VIP only. It is February 20th through 20. It is February the 20th through the 22nd, 2026. All right. We're going to be talking about how real estate and AI collides, and it makes deal analyzing, offers, scopes of works, contractor contracts, the draw process so much easier just by incorporating AI with it. All right. So we're going to show you the tools that we use to make it so much easier, and we're going to dive deep into it.
If you're not using AI in real estate, man, you are behind. Mm-hmm. This is a free event. It's virtual, man. Get in the room. I highly recommend that you get the VIP. There's an extra VIP day if you want. So you can get the replays because it's a lot of information, y'all. So once you sign up, make sure you grab that VIP so you can go back and watch this stuff at your own leisure.
And again, general admission tickets are absolutely free. So make sure you grab it. It is a virtual event. So wherever you are, you can join in. All right. Last event that I'm going to talk about today.
Let's go.
All right. Is our automated CEO business mastermind. All right. This is for business owners who have proven that they can make money and they're ready to build something and scale it. All right. They are ready to build and scale. We're going to show you how to automate and scale your business. All right. Who your first hire should be, what not to delegate, what type of systems and automations that you need in place to remove you from the day-to-day operations. All right. We're going to show you exactly how to scale without working so many hours, without working 80 hours a week. All right. But we're also going to have hot seats where we do peer-to-peer learning from others who are in the group, learning what works for them, what doesn't work for them. All right.
At what point was I supposed to read one of them lines? Like, you read the whole flyer.
You want to add anything?
Go back.
Okay.
Yes. The event is in person in Birmingham. It is going to be February 27th. It's an all-day event. All right.
Yes.
Those hot seats are going to be amazing, man. We are bringing in
that's
some heavy.
Antonio's favorite.
I love it because when you get in that hot seat, man, there's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to hide. If you're trying to get better, if you're trying to get to that next level, you want to be in the hot seat. Mm-hmm. You want to get people feedback on how you can get better. You want to get people feedback on how they overcame your exact challenge.
Absolutely.
Like, man, you want those type of things going on. High level people, they want that type of pressure. So, man, get in the room, man. Let's get connected. Let's make sure that we're changing our circle for 2026 so that we can elevate to the next level.
Absolutely. You can grab your tickets by going to the denmarks.us, and grabbing your tickets. You can pick on any one of those events. You can pick on all the events, but make sure that you grab your seats because it's going down. All right. It is going down this first quarter. All right. We are locked and loaded.
If you have never done a deal before in real estate, if you just started your business, this is not for you. All right. This is not a beginner.
The automated CEO is not
room.
For you.
All right. This is not a room where you kind of trying to figure out what your business is. You're trying to figure out how to do things. This is not that room. This is a room that somebody who is ready to make their first hire, second, third, or fourth hire. Like they're ready to take some actions. They're ready to talk about virtual assistants and how they expedite things. they're ready to take that business to the next level.
They're ready to talk about how they can incorporate AI so that things are running without them.
Yeah, those first 2 events, those events are for newer people looking to get their first deal. They've done less than 5 to 10 deals. That's the room you want to be. You're looking to kind of do those type of things.
Absolutely.
All
right. Anything else you want to share?
Now I'm ready to go. We're gonna come back, y'all. We're gonna try to pick some more days to do some more of these questions. But don't forget, if you want a copy of the ebook, just drop 50 and I'll send it to you through the DM.
All right. Love you guys. See y'all next time. Peace.